So the drill setup is real simple. So we've got 6 cones right here where we work through the pocket. And then the first type of escape, so we do a lot of different studying on escapes of, throughout the pocket of how quarterbacks escape through the NFL, all through college. And the first one we're gonna work is an escape, what we call it flat down the line. So when you watch study a lot of tape, quarterbacks tend to move, their reaction when they escape is more flat down the line out of the pocket instead of getting out with depth. So we need to work those things. So Ryder's gonna walk through the initial part of the drill. So he's gonna take a 3-step drop, and at the top right here, we have him work through a progression and kind of verbalize that progression to himself. And then to make the drill work, he's gotta insert through the front of it right here. And then he's working through the pocket. And the biggest thing right here is we wanna work a good base. We don't want him heel clicking. We're trying to keep a good base in the pocket so he can throw at any time. And we would like when he moves side to side to step with his back foot so he's able to throw off of that at any time. Now, we teach a back foot step, but when it's in a game, it's all reactionary. So like we want him to step with his back foot, but if he steps with a different foot in the game, we're fine because it's all reactionary. But we want him to step back foot when he moves. Now, when he gets to the top of this cone, after working really good feet and good base in the pocket, what we'll do is have a coach play a DN right here. And we'll have him rush up the field as he's moving. So move this way, Ryder. So we'll rush up the field, and we want him to violently slide up through the pocket and then escape down the line. So today, we're gonna work 2 different types of throws. So when he comes out of the pocket, we're just gonna work a throw where we've gotta put it with a lot of velocity. He's open now. There's no one in between. We're putting it with a lot of velocity in the middle hole. That's the first type. Then after we do that, we're gonna come back and have the same escape, but now we're gonna work it with a touch throw where there's defenders underneath and we've got to put it over the top of them while we're on the run. So it's different throws that show up when we study film in the off season of what our guys have struggled with and different things we need to work to make those throws and come up with drills to work those things. So we're gonna start, he's gonna go through this one full speed, keeping really good base, working his eyes down the field, keeping his eyes up down the field. I'll play the DN where I rush up. He should violently step up and then get out of the pocket down the line. And now we're gonna work the first throw to the flat net right here. All right, Ryder, on you. Work through the pocket. Good. Good base. Good. Get up. Good. If you want to miss outside, right? Miss outside when he's moving to the sideline. Good. So that was good by him through the pocket, keeping a really good base. We want a real violent step up. We like to dip the ball a little bit. That way, when a DN swats, we swat underneath of it. And the biggest thing is you got to keep 2 hands on the ball. 2 hands on the ball. So, all right. So now we're gonna work the same drill, but now we're gonna work the touch throw, where instead of throwing it right now, where we're open with no one in between, now we have a linebacker or a defender, someone flowing that's in between our guy and our open receiver. So when he comes out of this thing, now we're working flat down the line escape, and now we'll work a touch throw over the flat net into the bucket net. Boom, good feet, eyes downfield. Get up, boom. This is one of the harder ones that we work, but it shows up a lot. And it showed that we worked it. We came up with this drill last winter, right after the fall season, and we worked it. And going into spring ball, it really showed up through spring ball, us making this type of throw. So it's one that our guys have struggled with in drills, but it shows up in gameplay. So the next one we're going to do now is a different escape. So we're still going to work through the pocket, keeping our good base. But now what we're going to do is go to an escape where when he steps up, there's people in his face. So now we've got to come out with depth. So now when he steps up, we'll have someone in his face, and now he's got to come out with depth around this cone that we're going to place, and now make the same 2 types of throws. So now we'll back this cone up, where when he gets up in the pocket, now he's got to get back around the trash and then try to come downhill before he makes the throw. And then this one we're really big on all of these throws. We don't want to fall away from our target. We want to, even when we're flat down the line, we still want to try to get going a little bit more towards our target. It's a tougher throw, but we don't want to fall at a backwards angle. That's what a lot of guys will tend to do. They'll try to fall away from the throw. All right, so this time work cross right. Boom. Get up, now get up. Good. All right. So now we'll come back and we're going to work the same drill where he's got to get out, and then we'll throw it with touch on this one. And another piece you can add to the drill, if you have enough coaches or people, or even a backup quarterback, a guy that's not going, we can chase too. So he's got an defender chasing him. So I'll kind of show how that works. So I won't play the DN. We'll still imagine the DN rushing, step up, and then I'm going to chase on this one. So now step up, get out with depth, and we're throwing into the bucket net. Good. Good. Good feet. Good feet. Get up. You gotta go. Ah. Good. So one thing he did there at the top of it, he was falling this way a little bit too much. Even though someone's chasing us, we still want to try to get going toward our target, get our front shoulder closed off, and get our elbow high on this touch throw so we can drop it over the top of the defender. So we'll work that one more time. All right, this time, get a little bit more downhill. Yep. Good. Good. Get up, come on more. Ah, right off the top. Here, you can get another ball over here. So what I like to see him do a little bit better, and when you have more people and you have a DN rush, is step more up, more violently up, and not just a little dip. Get up and then get out in the pocket. Good? All right. And then the other piece of this is you can also have, when he's going through the pocket, a clap where he's got to still have his eyes downfield, and on the clap, instead of doing the whole escape piece, he has to be aware or ready to throw at all times. So we can work one of those as well. And they don't have to know this is coming. This is just, he's thinking he's working the escape, he gets a clap, he knows he's got to throw into the flat net over here. Yep, middle. So he's just working his escape, he gets a clap. Boom. That way he's always ready to throw. It makes you have a good base in the pocket, been able to throw at any time.